Well, good evening and welcome to your haze-filled sky. Yeah, we've got some distant wildfire smoke that has been directed right into southern New England on that northwesterly flow that we picked up after yesterday's front. Yes, it brought in cooler temperatures and drier air, but yeah, it also sort of acted as a direct conveyor belt from the wildfires in Canada to our northwest right into southern New England. And as a result, the air quality alert was hoisted this morning and will remain in effect through midnight tonight because at that time we're going to turn our wind direction to become southwesterly, which means it will take the smoke and, well, bring it somewhere else. Now, this is in effect for all of southeastern New England. We are expecting that heavy Canadian wildfire smoke, which is the source of it all, to keep us at what's called an unhealthful level for sensitive groups. So these folks, most susceptible are young children, our elderly population, and folks with respiratory ailments and conditions. You may have trouble breathing, a cough, or even a sore throat. You're advised to stay inside where there's air conditioning, or if you have to go out and you are a member of the sensitive group category, you may even want to use a mask. I know, the return of the mask. But anyway, it would help you get through the day a little bit healthier. With that said, here's where we are right now. We're at 76 right now downtown. We have 78 in Smithfield, 76 in Westerly, 74 for Newport, and even 76 over in New Bedford. We do have dew points that are down into the 50s and lower 60s. Dew points in the 50s for us in southern New England in the summertime is a super comfortable and refreshing air mass in terms of humidity. Once we start to creep up over 60, that's when we go, okay, it's a little muggy out there. It's what we typically would see in a summertime day. Yesterday, our dew points were cranked up to tropical levels, around 75 for many areas. But behind that front yesterday that caused all that activity, it also dropped the humidity. So now we're going to be in a process of cranking it right back up. By the time we get to tomorrow, we're looking at very humid conditions as dew points will be in a range of 65 to 70, and there they're going to be through at least the midweek. So we're going to get a big boost in humidity, and we're going to time it with a big boost in temperature. Our satellite radar showing occasional clouds, but the radar doesn't have anything to do out there. It's just making clouds. But our upcoming weather pattern does have unsettled weather coming into our forecast for tomorrow. We also have a heat wave possible next week, and the midweek is when we have our next chance to see some thunderstorm potential. So our future cast showing what's going to go on between now and tomorrow. Again, we're going to be building in clouds as we go overnight with the approach of a warm front. Temperatures to start are going to be in the 60s as we go through the day. Once we get to about midday, so late morning, early afternoon, that's when the front comes through. It will give us a good chance of picking up showers, a chance of an isolated thunderstorm. It's not expected to be a noisy front at all. And by the time we get to mid-afternoon, the precipitation should be biased, leaving us with clouds and temperatures that will be in the 70s, and that's where we're going to top out. Once we get to Monday, though, we're going to see temperatures start in the upper 60s. And with a day of unobstructed sunshine and a new wind direction turning air moving in from the southwest, we will likely see temperatures in the interior meet or top 90 degrees. Factor in the humidity, and it will feel even hotter. And the same goes for Tuesday and for Wednesday as well. In fact, Tuesday is going to be our hottest day of next week, with interior highs after starting in the 70s that should top out around 94, at least as it stands right now. So for tonight, mostly cloudy. 61 is what we're going to find overnight. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, midday showers, chance of a thunderstorm. 77 is going to be our high with an increase in humidity. But take a look at what could be a heat wave. In fact, a heat advisory has already been issued for Monday for a potentially hazardous combo of high heat and high humidity that could put susceptible groups at risk for heat-related illnesses. Ian?